Hi everybody, this is Robert Higgs from Barren Ridge Vineyards. How are you doing today? We're doing a little tasting today. This is a pre-Thanksgiving tasting. We're going to be tasting Chardonnay from 2017, Cabernet Franc from 2017, and our port wine from 2017, three from 2017. I'll go ahead and pour a little port in there, let it open up. Three fairly distinct colors. I hope you're all well out there. Somehow we missed, we had some technical difficulties. I think that's the first one we missed since we started doing live events at 5 on Sundays. First one we missed since March. So sorry about that, but every once in a while we have some technical difficulties. And so everybody's starting to think about Thanksgiving. We're out here on a beautiful fall day. Sun's almost going down. You probably see the beautiful colors, vineyard changing colors in the background. Very beautiful weather. Hope you're out enjoying it and hope you're safe and well. So thinking about Thanksgiving, we're going to be putting out a package this week with Chardonnay and Cabernet Franc. And I'm going to taste them first, and I'm going to explain why I think they go well with your Thanksgiving table. So here's to you, and let's start. Chardonnay 2017. You see kind of a nice yellow tone color. Fermented 50% in stainless steel and 50% in barrels. So you get a lot of complexity, a lot of different types of barrels. So Chardonnay is a good food wine, goes very well with creamy foods. And let me taste it before I talk anymore. Beautiful aromas on the nose. You get some nice fresh fruits and some more complex fruits, combination of both. And some nice mellow earthy tones, maybe even a hint of vanilla. And that diversity of different flavors is going to help pair with the diversity of flavors that you get on a typical Thanksgiving plate. All right, so let's try it. You get citrus. You get kind of fresh cut citrus, and then you get like fresh cut lemon, and you get some baked lemon aromas, and a nice selection of spices in there too. Very good. Tastes delicious. Chardonnay, I always think, especially when it does have a little bit of oak aging. The oak is not so apparent here. We try to have a light touch with our oak. A lot of it is to add oxygen to the wine, and we try to have a bias towards using neutral oak. But this tastes very good, and like I found on the nose, it's also very complex in the glass, with lots of different types of fruits and spice, and lots of character. And there are some light woody notes on the finish. There's a little bit of creaminess, and that creaminess in Chardonnay will help marry well with creamy foods, so mashed potatoes and sweet potatoes, things like that. It kind of makes you think a little bit of fall with some of these earthy tones, woody notes, and you get some aged fruit flavors. You get some kind of like yellow plum, mirabelle, along with fresh cut lemon and baked lemon, and you get some different kinds of spices. You get a little bit of white pepper and a little bit of allspice, things like that, some kind of mixture of white and dark spices, and very long and elegant. And all that complexity will help pair with everything on your menu. Also a little bit of pear notes in there, so really delicious wine, very good food wine. And now we're going to try the Cabernet Franc. So Cabernet Franc for me is, with its lighter weight, here in the valley, it can be even lighter than in other areas of Virginia. So we make a nice French style, Loire Valley style Cabernet Franc. Smells delicious on the nose. You get a full bouquet of kind of like black pepper, maybe white pepper, and you also get some notes like nutmeg. So that's some nice earthiness, and you get some nice fresh berry fruit. This wine is aging very well. It smells fresh, so it reminds you of fresh fruit, but then you get all these spices, and there's also some richer fruits in there. And you get these nice floral notes from our Cabernet Franc, which comes from the vineyards right out here. Nice fresh soils up here at 1,300 feet at our vineyard here. And so nice berry notes, plum, and a little bit of smokiness, and you get these beautiful violet notes on the nose, some nice floral notes. It might remind you of rose petal, violet, candied violet, and there's definitely some candy type fruit flavors in there as well, and maybe a little bit of cassis. So also nice and complex, but you can tell it smells fresh. It's going to have nice acidity. It's going to go very well with food, and kind of dance and play around and go well with everything on your Thanksgiving plate as well. It's going to refresh your palate with that nice acidity, and it's also a very good choice for Thanksgiving. Delicious, light, spicy, elegant Cabernet Franc. When I say elegant, I mean it's actually you could say it's maybe just a touch rustic, but it's delicious. It's light, playful, has nice aromas. All the aromas I mentioned before, you find them on the palate as well. And really that acidity is going to make it an excellent food wine, so it's really going to go well with everything on your plate for Thanksgiving. So it's a magnificent wine. So think about that one too. And then we're going to try our port wine from 2017. I'm not even sure that we've tried this yet. We'll do an individual tasting for the port because we recently switched from the 2016 to the 2017 vintage. And port wine is a dessert wine. It's made to be enjoyed after dinner. It's a little bit heavier, and it's made to go with desserts or if you're having cheeses, and anything you're serving for dessert, you could give it a try, or just have it as a nice after dinner drink. Serve a small amount in a small glass, and it's something just made to enjoy a special moment after dinner, like any good after dinner cordial or drink should. So let's move on to the port. It's also beautiful, nice compact bottle. Beautiful little presentation. So here with the port wine, in French it's called a vin muté. It's a mutated wine. The fermentation is stopped by adding alcohol, and we use alcohol produced here in Virginia to stop the fermentation. And you get some more aged fruit notes, candied fruits, and very complex baked fruits, fruit compote, and beautiful spices. And it just smells like something rich and delicious that's going to top off your meal nicely. It's kind of like if you take raisins or dried fruits, you smell a lot of raisins, dried fruits, and just macerate them in wine for a while and let them age a bit. That's kind of what you get on the nose. But really, really delicious. Even some sherry type notes, but it smells really good. All right, so let's give it a try. It's in there, but a lot of people have one policy. I miss that stuff. I don't miss it. Really? Yeah, if it's a hobby, like my fishing boat. really just made to be enjoyed. Lots of those candied fruits. It's not overly sweet. It's well balanced. Would really go well with all kinds of desserts. Certainly, pecan pie would be something that it goes very well with, and also pumpkin pie. And anytime you're having charcuterie, dried fruits, cheeses, especially blue cheese, would taste fantastic. And if you want to enjoy a little bit for a lunch plate, it also pairs well with things like pickles, olives, charcuterie, and cheeses. But it's going to go great just to take a moment and enjoy something special after a nice meal with family and friends for Thanksgiving. So it's very interesting wine. So cheers. Thanks for joining us, and hope to see you soon. And we'll be coming out with a package this week. We're going to be doing another tasting. So we're going to be coming out with a package for the Chardonnay and the Cabernet Franc. And there'll be some nice discounts on that. And we're going to do another tasting also for Thanksgiving, and talking about some other wines that go well with Thanksgiving next Sunday. And that'll be, I think we're going to be doing Meritage, and we're going to do our Christoph. Our Christoph also goes very well. That's our ice wine. Goes very well as a dessert wine after Thanksgiving. And our Meritage 2015 is a more elegant, if you're looking for something more elegant and also something complex that's going to go with all those different types of foods. That's another good choice. And I think we're going to do Tinkling Spring. Tinkling Spring will go very well with anything on a Thanksgiving menu as well. So we'll be doing that tasting next Sunday, and also we'll have a package for that as well. And let's see what else we have going. So we're gonna be having music next Friday and Saturday. We're gonna continue, even as it gets colder, it gets dark earlier, with our music on Saturdays and Fridays now. And we have a lot of events to announce. We're going to put these on all our platforms on social media, and we're going to send out a newsletter at the beginning of next week so everybody knows what's going on, what we're doing here, and what we have going on into the future. But I wish you all a beautiful week. I hope it was a great week for you, and I hope you have a beautiful week coming up, and just wish you well. And I hope we all can get together with family and have a good time, and just all be safe and well. And we always appreciate your continued support and everything that you've done to support us, and wish you a beautiful week. And we'll also be talking a lot about cheese. We just got back from our producer, Good Essa, in Pennsylvania, Amish producer making fine cheeses. We know a lot more than we did before we went up there. And we'll be talking a lot about cheese and wine pairings, and just how beautiful and delicious their cheeses are. So stay tuned for that too. Okay. Cheers, everybody. Thanks for joining us. See you next week. Bye-bye.